Good afternoon, the light is fading. It's a lovely afternoon. The sun is dipping beneath the sky, and the sun also appears to be setting on Jaguar Land Rover. They just can't get it right at the moment. They tried to do a post about well-being, saying that their cars are now enhanced with the latest well-being features, and well, they got destroyed in the comments on Facebook. 485 comments on this post from Land Rover, a sponsored post, so they've paid for this as well. Well, let's take a look into some of the comments because it's just brilliant. John, see how it plummets in value as the insurance industry doesn't want to take the risk anymore. That's a lovely well-being feature. 204 people have clicked like on John's comment, and to be fair, that was posted 3 weeks ago, and based on the information that I've had from insiders, at the time that was written, there were quite a few more insurance companies willing to insure Land Rovers than there are today. Paul, well-being features include a little light that comes on saying you're special. Nice one, Paul. Gary, whoa, I've always come out to my car and thought what I need is a well-being package. Another modern car filled with BS I don't want or need. BS, big stuff. Carl Watson, this new model will heat the entire car park for you ready for your return. Yeah, there's quite a few people that have mentioned this one. We'll come on to that in a minute. Gary, my well-being just enhanced immensely today. I sold my Range Rover. Irene, too traumatized by Range Rover. Forever KN now. Doesn't that sound like a fragrance? Forever KN. For your loved one this Christmas. Ray, well-being features including a thermos with a hot drink and a warm blankie for the tow truck weight. Another one ripping on the reliability. Bob, continual improvement of the driver's well-being and comfort has resulted in a 2-ton rapid tin box that makes you so comfortable and removed from the outside world that they are dangerous. That's just my opinion of all cars now. Drivers are so comfortable, you're in this bubble of loveliness and become detached from other road users and rely on technology to mitigate this. 2-ton, 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. That's nuts power, sat in an armchair. Great comment, actually. Nick, from my research, which includes the mining and refining of minerals, we are reinventing the wheel and making it square, whilst at the same time expecting it to be more productive. Good comment, Nick. Jasmine, these cars come with a multitude of issues. I regret getting mine. Lots of regretful owners in the comments. Dean, what's the point in currently buying a Land Rover or Range Rover? My son has a Range Rover Sport 400e with a problem. Our local dealership in Derby was flooded, covered that on a video, so it's not open. Nottingham dealership never ever answer the phone. This is true, I even tried it myself on his behalf and he hasn't got time to be continuously calling. And Chesterfield, which is where he has booked it in, can't look at it until the 11th of December. This is 2 weeks ago that this was written. The girl on the service desk was very good, but it's still a long wait, especially as my son works 30 miles from home and the car is almost unusable. Yet another unhappy Jaguar Land Rover car owner. Alex, going on current Land Rover ownership, I'd advise stay well away. Total rubbish and customer service is even worse. Can't wait to get rid. Michelle, yes, but not four-wheel drive anymore and can't go off-road. Unless now as a 4x4, not. No good for towing a horse trailer anymore. I wouldn't even consider a Land Rover now for towing my horse around. I presume she means in a horse box. They're terrible. I've had 2 Freelanders and a Defender too. If the first one was terrible, why did you get another one? And I'm really concerned that you're pulling a horse around a field with anything, to be honest, Land Rover or not. James, I went Volvo XC90. More space, more comfort, less hassle. That should be Volvo's tagline on their marketing, shouldn't it? Like a Range Rover, but better. More space, more comfort, less hassle. The new Volvo XC90. JC, I bought a Jaguar Land Rover product. It spent more time being repaired than I actually drove it. I'll go all day with these. Brian, algorithms. I hate EVs because of the damage they do to the planet and the child slavery. So every advert I get on here, I click show less. And now I'm inundated with them. Does seem to work that way, doesn't it, Brian? David, thanks Land Rover for this ad. Just perfect. I want to have a look just in case I buy one of your cars, but all the comments convinced me to go for another make. Please keep posting. You're helping the community to go for other car brands. Reading all these comments, I would think you have a big problem in hand. No one in their right mind would buy one of these cars after reading these. Instead of making new cars, please help your customers. Stop making new and useless cars and service the ones you already sold. Is a good business to give good service and make your customers happy. Thanks for the comments. David, that's a great point. Instead of making new cars, service the ones you've already sold. I think there's a lot of Jaguar Land Rover owners that would agree that that's really what they should be focusing on. Vicky, I can only think this sponsored ad is showing up on my feed because my Alexa overheard my rant to the Land Rover dealership the other day. My well-being has been seriously challenged since owning my Velar. Very comfortable to drive and thankfully seems reliable after the battery was replaced, but my God, it's testing my patience with the door panels and fuel caps bending and distorting and the boot lid dropping on one side repeatedly. The parts being on back order suggest that the other owners are having the exact same issues as me with the bendy bodywork. Thank God for the warranty, but after that ends, I'll be evaluating my options. For optimal well-being, don't get a Velar. I don't know why anyone would buy a Velar anyway. It's just a bit of a nothing car, isn't it? Barry, have you improved the security features yet, or are they still fair game for car thieves? No, Barry, to answer your question. As a manufacturer, you need to take ownership of the issue and improve and make your vehicles more secure. Barry, I'll answer that one for you. They ain't doing anything. Steve, literally the most unreliable and stealable cars in the world. No, he says on the road today. Utter garbage, sold mine and bought a brand that wasn't on first name terms with the AA. It's true. Jaguar Land Rover had a deal with AA where instead of issuing recalls, they'd give the AA the parts that were needed that they knew were going to break because it was cheaper for them. Michael, the only well-being would be walking past the dealer and buying a Mercedes GLE or over a Range Rover. Save your sanity, depreciations and insurance if you can get it. Your long period in a courtesy car, the random electrical gremlins, and don't even consider an electric one. Truly awful all round. Pretty much agrees with what everybody else is saying there, Michael. Mark Neal, well-being features, what, like not exploding into a fireball? It's true, there's a lot of Range Rovers catching fire. Isa, you are only a cash cow for this company. They will not do anything for you once you've paid your money. Our car was serviced 2 weeks ago and no upgrade to the software was offered despite paying for an extended warranty. The car was stolen last week. They simply don't care. The car value now is a third of what I paid in 2021. Cannot get a replacement, and even if insurance hits the roof. Cannot get replacement even if insurance hits the roof. Unless you're happy to take that risk and you can install bollards, etc., don't buy one. Also, please note that the Ghost immobiliser installed may discredit your Land Rover warranty. That's how much they care about their security. I've not heard that one. That is the first time I'm hearing about the Ghost impacting the warranty. Worth looking at. Brian, likely to spend 3 of every 6 months at the dealer trying to figure out what's wrong with it and waiting for parts. Hopefully, you'll have put by £3,000 to insure it, if you can find an insurer willing. Again, that was from 3 weeks ago. £3,000, not going to cover your insurance. I'm now hearing that there's only 2 insurers nationwide who are willing to insure Range Rovers, not on a personal or private policy, only on multi-car, and the minimum premium is £25,000. 10,000 Jaguar Land Rovers are off the road due to a huge parts shortage, and Jaguar Land Rover dealers in the UK have been told by the British car maker to use second-hand parts to fix vehicles in need of repair. My joke the other day about the fact that it's Land Rover going around stealing all the Land Rovers, that might actually be true because they've got no parts. Gary, a little well-being light that flashes on your phone to say your car's been stolen. Absolutely no one wants to own a Land Rover these days because they are the easiest cars to nick. By the way, it's time you guys sorted this out for the price you pay for one. Fully agree, Gary. Steve, it's a car. Heard it all now. Well-being features. Get out and be in the fresh air, slow down, walk or equivalent. Spend a bit of time in a wood or some grass. Buy some water. We aren't made for driving. I like that comment, Steve. Maybe you should go hang out with that lady who's in the field towing her horse around with a Land Rover. Liz, do not buy a Land Rover product if you want to be able to drive or get on with your life, or if you want customer service. Mine has gone wrong 3 times in the last 6 months and I'm still without a car. The local dealership just passed the problem around and are out of office. Worst mistake I've ever made. Thanks, Liz. John, just had mine stolen. Took them 30 seconds. What a great car. I love that he's got a sense of humour. Egbert, nothing says I really want a Range Rover but can't afford it like a Velar. As I say, I don't understand the Velar. What even is it? LR Wills. Cannot even master making a decent modern diesel car without issues, let alone delving into electric ones. Thanks. Good comment. Steve. Pity you don't concentrate on stopping the insurance companies robbing Land Rover drivers. Ignore this at your peril, Land Rover. Won't buy a car that you can't insure. It's a great point. As far as I'm concerned, Jaguar Land Rover are finished. This insurance thing, the theft thing, the reliability, it's over in the UK. They will end up only selling cars abroad, and they'll sell them in very small numbers in this country. It's finished. Normal people can't afford them, can't insure them, and don't want them because they break down. What is the point? They've destroyed themselves. Scott, multi-storey car park heater fitted as standard. Another person ripping on the Luton Airport joke that was definitely an electric car. Saga's underwriters wouldn't renew our Velar policy this year, and values are dropping because of this. Jaguar Land Rover has had its day and electric vehicles won't save them. Fully agree. Andrew. Matthew, 90 cars nicked a day in London. Matt, no thanks, they're either nicked because the security system is naff or they catch fire because the batteries are naff. Thank you, Matthew. Matt and Matt, actually. They're both called Matt. Peter, if you put the £60,000 into your pension and buy a Dacia instead, that will be better for your well-being. I agree, Peter. Go and buy an early Dacia Duster in metallic brown, because that's my dream car. Keep your aspirations low and you'll always achieve your dreams. Mark, like throwing money out of the window. I like that one, Mark. Jeremy, is that a tether for when it gets nicked? He's referring to the charging cable. Rich, I like my Rovers fitted with a V8, not a 12V. Haha, he's joking about the V8 12 volt thing. I like that. Another Rich, hand warmers for when you push it. I like that. The old Skoda joke. Why do they have heated windscreens? Heated rear windows, so keep your hands warm when you push it. But the problem is, it's 3 tons, mate. You ain't pushing that anywhere. Timothy, how do you take the range out of Range Rover? Stick a battery in it. Boom. I like that. Electric car joke. Good one. Nice one, Timothy. Anthony Harris has simply posted a cartoon of a man driving along with his wife reading the newspaper. The headline says that Range Rover recalls 300,000 cars, and the man says, there doesn't seem to be many wankers on the road today, dear. Nice one, Anthony. Dean, minimum £12,000 per year to insure. That was 18 hours ago, so I'd imagine that number's gone up since then. Trevor, sad to report. 1, highest depreciating cars. 2, least reliable cars. 3, thousands of cars waiting to be fixed because they can't get the parts. 4, so easily stolen that insurance companies won't touch them in London or anywhere else. 5, poor main dealer service. 6, still think that Range Rover that burnt down an entire airport car park wasn't a diesel hybrid. He's been watching my videos. 7, for the 2024 model, they're even doing away with the turny heater knobs and instead burying the heater controls in the touchscreen menu. This alone would stop me ever buying one. Trevor, I agree. And as I've said 1,000 times in all my videos, when it comes to controls inside a car, just give me a big knob. Kenny, I've deleted this page 6 times, and each time I'm informed that you will not see this advertisement again. Lo and behold, it comes up yet again. An hour later, you'd almost believe that there's an agenda. Don't know about that, Kenny. Barry, wasn't it an electric Range Rover that caught fire and took the entire car park at Luton Airport out? No, it was a diesel, mate. Lars Carl has just posted a cartoon of a man filling his electric car up saying, oh, don't you just love our little electric car, with a cable going from the car to the charging block and then the charging block connected to an extremely polluting power station. Don't tell the EV people that. They all think that they're charging their cars off of solar. Charles, I suppose they come with a fire extinguisher standard, and he's posted a link to the horror as mother's Range Rover explodes on driveway. Did a video about that one as well. It was a Velar and it burnt to the ground. Kevin, ask about the global shortage of spare parts for Land Rovers. Everything's on back order. I am learning that everything is on back order, including all the bendy parts for the Velar. Steve, Jaguar Land Rover have the guts to tell the globalists to shove their diktats or go bust. Build cars the real people want or close down. Well, Steve, I appreciate the comment, but I think they're going for the latter. Darius, my one broke 11 times since new. I bought it last March. Brilliant. Rick, Land Rover. The majority of stolen cars recovered by Tracker in the first half of 2023 were Range Rover and Land Rover models, with the Range Rover Sport top of the table again. 9th of October. Glenn, I asked the price for a battery replacement when it was out of warranty. The price today, the 28th of November, just gone this year, it was £35,000 to replace the battery. The car's worthless. They're not even selling at auction. There was an auction the other day on Car UK's channel, and none of the Range Rovers sold, even when they dropped the price to ridiculous levels. That is the end of my video. I enjoyed that little comment rant. Thank you very much. What do you think is going to happen to Jaguar Land Rover? Do you think what I think, which is no one's going to bother insuring them? The insurance companies don't give a crap. Jaguar Land Rover don't give a crap. So that is the end of the brand. My personal advice, if you own a Jaguar Land Rover product, is put it on eBay now with no reserve. Thanks for watching.